Hello, everyone. We are here for another episode of our chat of the series Empowering Voices. We have a new guest today, Danielle, all the way from United States. And hello, how are you? Thanks for coming. And as you know, I create t-shirts and hoodies with an embroidery, hand painted and powerful words. The powerful quote of today is Enchanting Resilience. And I'd like to ask Danielle how it applies to her business and what she thinks of it.
I love
the word to you.
Yeah, I love this one so much. It seems so fitting. I was like, of course you had this one for me.
That's good.
I mean, I love the enchanting part of it because it makes it more, I want to say like beautiful, because resilience is like one of those things where it's such a great characteristic to have, especially in business and pursuing just your dreams and going after the life that you want, because you have to be resilient. Like you're going to hit roadblocks, or you're going to have failures along the way, and just all of the things that I've definitely had my own struggles, road bumps, like reroutes, all of the things. And you just have to be so resilient to just keep going and not give up. So that's definitely present in my own story. And I love the enchanting resilience, just to make it beautiful and remind you that that is beautiful, because in the moment it doesn't feel that way sometimes. So
yeah, all the ups and downs of entrepreneurs are there all the time, really. Maybe you start, you learn dealing with them better with time, because you learn the mechanism. But as you said, you need resilience all the time. And in fact, for me, I mean, who knows me knows that resilience is my word, definitely. She chose me, and I'm very happy, and it's working. So I'm sure it works. It worked for you as well. So tell us a bit about your business, what you do, what you're passionate about.
Yeah, so I am a success coach. I focus on helping mostly entrepreneurs who just really want to build a profitable business, like sustain themselves so they can build the life that they want, like have a successful life. I'm very, very key on like success looks different for every single person. So majority of my clients I work with just in a one-on-one container, because everyone's a little bit different. There is no one size fits all. It's really based on how you define success and what that looks like for you and getting there. So really helping entrepreneurs define what their version of success is, create that like action plan, of course, have those like more tactical and like the business side of things, like what does your strategy look like, how are we marketing, how are we moving you forward in business, but also this integration between life, business, and mindset, which is the more holistic approach to coaching that I take, because it's not just business. It's not just this work-life balance separation. It's everything's integrated. If something is going on in your life, it's going to impact your business, vice versa. If your mindset is not on point for either one.
Mindset is everything, if you think.
Exactly.
I mean, because as you said, everyone is different. So if you can give, the 10 rules to follow to start a business, but then what about afterwards? You need to have the right mindset. Yeah, so I'm very happy to talk with you about that, because I'm a big advocate of changing mindset, or find the right one to be successful.
Definitely. I mean, it's even similar to like, I always think of it for like business strategy even, or like marketing, like all of it comes back to your mindset, but mostly because kind of like you said, like if there was like a 10-step process to business, or like, do these strategies and you'll be successful, like everyone would be doing it. We wouldn't have problems. Like that's not the case, right?
Yeah. No, it's never the case. And actually you get there. I mean, everyone gets there in a different moment with a different pace. So you need to have time to destroy the limiting beliefs in order to then change your mindset. So it's not the same thing for everyone. Thank God we have you who can guide us. So at least we are not lost totally.
I mean, I love what I do, so like I'm a little biased on that, but definitely, I mean, it's one thing to like sit in your like get so wrapped up in your head on like comparing yourself or like having these feelings of like imposter syndrome and like feeling like a fraud or just feeling frustrated because you don't feel like things are working or they're not working fast enough. You know, like we've all kind of had those at different parts of our journey, and everyone's journey looks different. Everyone's business looks different. Everyone's life looks different. Like you are so unique in this.
Fortunately,
Overall, yeah.
all the same, all robots. I mean, it would be so boring. So,
right, exactly. That's the beauty of it. Like you get to like create all of this from the ground up, but it's definitely challenging. So bringing that like resilience piece back in, like you absolutely need that.
Definitely, totally agree. And but I know that you have another business as well. You are a successful photographer as well. And how do you combine the two things?
That's a great question. I love that. Art has always been such a big part of my life. And like I fell into photography and that was my first business. I just kind of like started on a whim one day and like have had it. It's just been over 7 years now. So that was my first business. That's how I got started in business. And I love it. It's that creative side that like really fuels me. But being able to like do both as a part of my journey was something that was like, I definitely needed my own resilience for, or just kind of, I needed to realize my mindset that I needed to pave my own path and not just do what everyone else was doing or do it in the way that they were. I had been told by so many other coaches or mentors that I should just choose one thing in order to be successful.
No, why? I mean,
exactly.
Thank God we have multi-passionate people. No, absolutely.
Yes.
For a coach, it's funny, but if you have also the other side of the coin, how to start a business, how to make it profitable, you've been there, you've done that. It's easier for you. It's not easier, but it's more credible as well. We can trust you 100% because you've been through it firsthand.
So, definitely.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I've done it 3 different times. And then like still like even with my husband's business, like very just like, you know, that's the cool thing. Like you were saying, kind of the credibility around it, but even more so because starting one business, starting the next business, starting, you know, multiple businesses, they all feel so different. Like it's not just like, again, it's not that 5 steps, like here's how to start a business, just do this. Like it's amazing how different even just my photography business and my coaching were to start, and what came up around it, how I held myself back, or what, like how I got in my way, what held me back from even just getting started, not even like moving forward, but simply getting started. They can feel so different. So that's a huge part, like I love to talk about in the multi-passionate side, because sure, some people have started one business and like have been successful, but they also haven't like started multiple, and seeing like how that can be so different, even though it's business at the end of the day.
Yeah, they don't need to be, at least in the surface, they don't need to be connected. Of course, being the same person, you share the same values, the same feelings, the same limiting beliefs that you meet along the path in a different way. So you are still you, of course. But yeah, thank God that we have this opportunity nowadays to know that it's possible. I mean, I'm a bit older than you, so in my generation, almost a generation, but anyway, don't tell anyone. When I went to university, it was, yeah, you study languages and literature. What do you want to do? Said, I want to work in a publishing house, but you need to be a teacher. No, why? And then I want to start a business with something crafty. No, you need to be a teacher. Why? It was so limiting. And it wasn't easy, of course, to break free. But nowadays, I think we are in a moment in time where we are very lucky to start opening eyes. And in fact, a part of my business, I mean, the core value of my business is to give voice to women, women who don't have a voice yet, or they are starting having one. I mean, I just want to put that little seed that you can be multi-passionate, you can start a business later in life. You don't need to start at 20. You can start a business if you are a mom. You can do what you want with resilience. That would be helpful. And I'm a big advocate of mentorship and coaching, definitely. I think everyone, I mean, if you have the opportunity and you can afford, everyone needs guidance to take out what is inside us, because in reality, the coach is not there to give you the answers, because before that, the coach doesn't know you. But it's a big art to guide people towards the answer. And what we need for clarity and for our mental sanity, actually.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely. Oh, there's so much I want to say to that. I love your message and what that backbone part of your business is, to just like help give women voices, and just that possibility, like you were talking about. I joked about this for a while, and now it's actually becoming like a trademark piece of my business. But I've like really, through my journey, and just like you were saying, like knowing that something's possible and like going after it and paving your own path and doing something different, like that's so key, I feel like, to everyone's journey to some extent. Like that looks different for everyone, but everyone kind of has their own version of that. Yeah. And in mine, I know, like, especially being told that like I should choose one thing, or like I can't be successful if I do it all, or all of the things where it was like people were kind of telling me what I should or shouldn't do, and I was like, #watch me, like I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, yeah. So that's really become like just a bigger piece. Like it was kind of this funny rebellious side at first, but it was so true. So that's really become of like, this is a mindset to me, is like, watch me do this, because I'm gonna, like, even just proving to yourself that like this is possible, this is what you want, it's worth it to go after it. So I love that.
Of course, when you have a leap of faith, you can always fail. I mean, you absolutely consider that it's not always a success. But if you chose, you know that you had permission for that choice, the failure, I mean, it's just another try, and you learned, for sure you learned something. There's always the positive side of it. So yeah, why not? I mean, I'm not saying that you have to start a business and invest hundreds of millions that you don't have, but at least the mindset has to be there and know that you definitely can. And tell me, is there a combination of words that you would be proud to wear, and it's a bit like your mantra, the base of your thoughts and your values?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, the thing that pops in my head is like, mine is definitely like, watch me. Like, I'm just going to do this.
That's a very strong statement.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to stick to that one. And I love like the resilience is just such a huge part of my journey too. So like, I really love that one, but I think mine would just definitely have to stick with like, watch me.
Yeah, we are very happy and proud to watch you in your journey and see your success. Well, I've known you now for some years, and I've been a witness of the growth that you went through, and still there to grow even more and more and more. So thank you very much for being on this little chat with us today. I say goodbye for now. I see everyone next week. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye. See you.